everybody, it's me, Kristen. Long time no see, you guys. I'm still around. I have some exciting news. Oh my gosh, I found my long-lost twin brother. Yeah. No, not really. I don't have a twin brother, and I don't have a lost brother. I have a brother, but he's not a twin. Anyway, I'm just joking. Okay, bad joke. I can never tell good jokes. I don't know. Anyway, so let's see. My update is that, okay, last year, after like about 13 years of taking a Haldol injection, I decided to switch to Abilify because the Abilify injection came out. It's supposed to have fewer side effects and stuff like that, but it really wasn't working as well for me as I would have liked. I was kind of having depression and inability to concentrate and focus and stuff like that. And then I also had this weird side effect called, what is it, akathisia or something, where you feel like I think it was my legs. You felt like your legs were moving or something, or you had to move your legs or whatever. It's a weird feeling. It's not very comfortable. So, anyway, I was on the Abilify injection, and we upped the dosage after a while to see if maybe that would help with the, focus and lack of motivation and depressive issues. But it didn't. I did go back on the oral Abilify, and that didn't help, so I decided to switch back to the Haldol injections at the beginning of this year, and I think it was a good decision. Hopefully I won't have, I still have to be concerned about the side effects from the Haldol because they do have a higher risk of tardive dyskinesia, and I really don't want that. But for me, I'm not having the other side effects that I was having with the Abilify, and the Haldol seems to work better for me for some reason. So I'm back on the Haldol. I started in January, and it's been kind of a rough transition. I think it took a while for the medicine to sort of build up in my system.
It's 10:30.
Sorry, that's my computer talking. It's 10:30 in the morning. Anyway, but hope that didn't freak anyone out. Where was I? So yeah, the Haldol seems to be, it took a while for it to build up in my system, but now I feel much better, and I'm able to focus and concentrate a lot better, and I'm getting back in the mode of being able to get stuff done and feel good about things and not feel as depressed and stuff like that. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, I went through a spell where I was kind of suicidal for a while, or thinking suicidal things. As that sometimes happens, and I try to not think about it, but it sort of pops into my head, and it's not fun. But I think the best thing to do when you're feeling suicidal or thinking suicidal thoughts is to try to not focus on them, even though your brain just kind of wants to focus on them for some reason, but also not to act upon them, because that is just a bad idea. You end up usually hurting yourself, or you could kill yourself on accident, and it's not a good way to go. Anyway, so I try to not focus on those kind of thoughts when I have them, but sometimes it's overwhelming thoughts like that. So anyway, I'm not feeling like that right now. I haven't felt like that for a while, so that's good. And I think it just took some time for the Haldol to build up in my system, and Sometimes I do have, issues coming to terms with having a mental illness. You're always like, well, am I a burden to people? Or, I'm not as productive as some people, and like asset to society and stuff like that. So it's really difficult sometimes to sort of accept that there are different ways of being in the world that don't necessarily fit into what society wants us or has told us that we should be. So it's easy to say, well, everybody has a purpose, or, you're here for a reason or whatever, or, you're valuable just the way you are. But then it's another thing when your life is severely affected by illness and you can't be the person maybe that you want to be, or contribute to society or to the world the way you want to contribute. It's very frustrating, and it can get you depressed if you think about it too much. So I try not to think about it too much, but yeah, it's I try to do the best I can. I try to go to school and stuff to learn new things and hopefully become somehow skilled in some profession so I can eventually contribute something and become more independent and stuff like that. But it's kind of difficult. I know you guys who are out there with mental illness know what I'm talking about, and anyone who knows people with mental illness probably have experienced that aspect. But yeah, you don't really think, when you're like a teenager or something, you're not like, yeah, I'm gonna be mentally ill when I'm old. Yeah! That's not what you want, what you plan for your life. But, sometimes life has its own plans for us that we are not aware of and not privy to, so. But, anyway, I'm doing better. I've also been working on doing portraits of animals a lot, and I draw them on my iPad and stuff like that, and then I can get them printed on fabric or just printed on regular paper or whatever. But I've been making some pillows and stuff, and that's pretty fun. So I have been keeping busy trying to do stuff. I try to not stay in bed all day and stuff like that. So, but when I totally understand when people are so depressed and unmotivated, they can't get out of bed, which I've had problems with that in the past, but luckily right now, most of the days I feel like actually getting out of bed. And, I have to get a cup of coffee in me, but yeah, it's a lot better than it used to be, part of that too is the Abilify, because even though the injection Abilify didn't work, the oral dose really does work well with my Haldol injection. So, yeah. Everybody has different medication needs and stuff, but yeah, I hate it when I'm not feeling right, though. It just sucks so bad. When you're just, yeah. Anyway, so I hope to continue to improve as more of the medicine gets, adjusted to my system. And yeah. So I'm glad to have good news to report, and I guess that's about it for now, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye!